Good morning. We are walking and talking today about community building. So as companies are becoming more focused on creating demand for themselves, as opposed to trying to figure out how to capture demand in the market. And my suggestion is you should do both. But if you're not creating demand for your line of business, you are missing half the boat. And so community building in this sense is how can we go out and be vocal and available to our community of buyers. That's the community we're trying to build. Hey, you can be community builders for your local community. There's nothing wrong with that either. That's a lot of businesses are really good at that. But this is not that. This is taking this conversation about community and trying to find folks that are like-minded. Let's use that term. Maybe they're customers, prospective customers, prospective clients. Maybe they're competitors. Maybe they are people in your ecosystem that you would love to talk to, but you don't know what's there. You don't know if there's an opportunity or what. And so community building in this sense is really about being available. And being available is by creating really smart strategic content that isn't trying to sell anybody anything. It's really just talking about the problems of your industry, and then maybe having events, live events. That could be State of the Union kind of events, like what's going on in the market, right, Ruby? So thinking about how does this community building effort turn into business? And so community building in this sense is really about, again, getting like-minded people to come and be in your world. And once they are in your world, whether they are prospective buyers or not, and once you offer them really good value for their time, whether that's a live event that they come and they hear about the state of the industry, could be in person, could be online, mostly online, frankly, using a lot of the live tools that are out there. Could be about helping introduce people that are not going to be your customer necessarily, but you talk to one another. That's just being a good neighbor, to be quite honest. And that's where it gets a lot more practical for businesses. Once you're considered a good neighbor, once you're considered somebody that is a resource to go to, the world gets easier because now you stand out. You stand out as a brand, you stand out as a player in your industry, but this is not an overnight success model. This is a longer play. This doesn't happen on a Tuesday and by Wednesday we're viral. Like, nope, that's not how this works. But if you take this to market, especially if in your line of businesses, you are in more of a commoditized space. So if you're responding to RFPs all the time, holy mackerel. Like, wouldn't it be great if you were out there and available and talking and doing things, whether or not you win the RFPs or not? That sets you apart. It sets you apart in a way that no, bio, that no about us page is going to impress somebody, when really in the RFP space, it really boils down to price. Like, what does that look like when you stand apart? So that's our call to action today. If you are in business, if you are looking to figure out how to be different, this is a bit of that playbook. Like, what is it that you need to do to be available and accessible to your customer? Say smart things in places where they spend their time. Be the place where they spend their time. And then you get a different look at how your customer base will work. So today, creating demand is really just about being a community builder. Do that, good things are going to happen. Anyway, Ruby, we're going to keep walking. You guys have a great day, walking and talking with Ruby.